There are no borders when it comes to nature. Across Belize, hundreds of ecosystems are linked, not just by plants and animals, but by the people working hard to protect them. These natural networks provide vital resources, and it's the efforts of conservationists that help keep them thriving. Today marked the kickoff of the National Biodiversity Office's first ever National Biodiversity Forum, a space where those on the front lines of conservation came together to share ideas, tackle challenges, and align their goals. Saul Cruz, director of the National Biodiversity Office, explained why this kind of collaboration is more important now than ever.
Really, what the National Biodiversity Office is looking forward to is just having an open dialogue where we share a lot of what we've been doing for in terms of our national policies, structures, and governance, but really also to provide a space for our unsung heroes to also provide some updates and some information in terms of what they're doing, some of the challenges, some of the achievements, and some of the opportunities for collaboration and partnership. Really, the theme is just built around that. How do we strengthen partnership? How do we strengthen collaboration from government to our NGOs and to our protected area managers, and even amongst government entities? And so it's really focused around strengthening partnership, strengthening collaboration. And one way that we see that coming is through just information sharing, showing everybody what is it that we're doing and what our plans are for the next coming years.
The two-day forum drew participants from the north to the south of Belize. Valdemar Andrade, Executive Director of the Turnef Atoll Sustainable Association, TASA, explains that his participation is a testament to TASA's dedication to protecting marine spaces and the industries that depend on them.
The marine environment itself contributes billions of dollars in terms of the Belize economy. I mean, in 2024, the tourism industry alone was $1.24 billion, and so all of that is based on the biodiversity, right? So that's based on diving, snorkeling, fly fishing, those industries that contribute to the economy and that employ Belizeans. I think it was almost about 25,000 people that were employed through the tourism industry. There are another 3,000 fishers that are employed through the fishing industry, and there are also about 15,000 families in northern communities, southern communities, and across this country that depend on fishing, for example.
The forum is the first of its kind for the National Biodiversity Office, NBO, drawing attendees from government ministries, co-management partners, civil society, and academia. According to Cruz, the event comes at a crucial time for conservationists.
This is the very first event. The National Biodiversity Office has been created in 2020, and from since then we've not been able to have this sort of a national dialogue, and so it's very, very critical at this point in time. It's very important in terms of ensuring that we have a very strong communication and collaboration process with all our partners.
Protecting Belize's natural beauty isn't just about passion, it's about planning. And today, the National Biodiversity Office laid out exactly how that plan will unfold. During today's session of the National Biodiversity Dialogue, the NBO presented its roadmap for how stakeholders from government agency to grassroots groups will work together to protect our ecosystems. The aim is to make sure everyone knows their role in keeping Belize's environment healthy, thriving, and accessible for generations to come.
In our role, we are the co-manager of the Turnef Atoll Marine Reserve, and so we basically are ensuring that we run the day-to-day management of the reserve, ensuring that whether you're a fishing stakeholder or a tourism stakeholder or the general public engaging with the reserve, that you comply with the rules and regulation and ensure that you're not taking more than you should, you're taking it within the rules. For example, lobster season just opened. We have to ensure that everybody has their licenses for their boats, for their as a fisher. The same thing for tour guides, tour operators. We check with them to be able to ensure that they have their licenses and ensure that they're doing proper things and not, jeopardizing the very biodiversity that they depend on for their livelihoods.
NBO believes that by working together and crossing the borders that hinder them, environmental stakeholders will start to see progress.
And so it's understanding that biodiversity spans beyond our protected areas, and so it includes community, it includes people, and so understanding that interaction of people, our communities, with our biodiversity and our protected areas is very, very essential to being successful in managing our protected areas.
The National Biodiversity Office is charting the way forward in the way stakeholders design conservative strategies to ensure that biodiversity is managed and remains in a healthy state. Britney Gordon for News 5.